Hello and welcome to Mail. This time it's March 2017 and we've got quite a few things to bring to you. Several packages of varying shapes and sizes, and we've actually got two pieces of mail to start this mail video out with. I let Mal look at the mail because we had two different ones, and Mal said we should do both. So I haven't actually seen these letters. Normally we go through them together, but she got real excited about, is it this first one?
It's this first one.
Mal got real excited about this first one. So who is this first letter from?
Dennis in Audubon, Illinois. Iowa.
Audubon. Is that how you pronounce it? It's not just Audubon?
It might be, but I look at it and think French.
Sure. So Mal looked at this and got real excited. So
I laughed.
I don't know what it is, but
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You gotta open it careful.
Okay. That's the entire letter.
That's the whole letter.
It just says, you got a blue rupee. Fantastic.
I don't think there's anything else in it.
No, it's...
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's incredible. Thank you, Dennis. That was a spectacular way to start mail. So we have one other piece of mail that was sent to us this month, and it's from Camille.
Uh-huh.
And...
It's a birthday card for you.
I love that. All right, let's open it up. It says, another year older and still kicking it. Happy birthday. Happy 28th birthday. Fun fact, studies have shown that people who have more birthdays live the longest. You probably won't read this until April, but I hope you had a splendiferous day, and I hope your wishes came true. Best wishes, Camille. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I did have a really wonderful birthday.
Good.
I know it was a little low key, but
That's
it was
okay.
But it was, yeah, it was fine. It was good. It was good. Thank you for sending this my way, because that's... Is adorable the right word? Adorable's probably not the right word for
Adorable
that.
chickens.
We need more rooster
I think those
kick lines.
Those are chickens.
Are they chickens?
Those are chickens.
Chicken kick lines. Is that what it's called? A kick line? Is that?
Yeah.
Is that the name
It's
for
a
it?
kick line.
So, kickin' chicken lines?
Yeah.
Kickin' Chicken is a delicious restaurant that I want to go back to. So that is it for our letters. Now we're going to move on to the packages, and there's, like I said, quite a few over there for March. So our first package is from...
M in Woonsocket, Rhode Island.
Okay. And M sends... Oh, look at this! Is this Sweekden?
Do you want our handy dandy mail opener?
I think I will take the handy dandy mail. Is there anything else in there?
No.
It's just this.
Just that.
Okay. Also, if at any point you see a little head rise up from my lap, it's because Kepler is asleep, curled up in a ball on my lap. Right next to him on the couch is Sagan. So they're both just sleeping. Oh my goodness, it's Suikoden 2. Wow, that's awesome. Experience an epic tale of warfare, magic, friendship, and betrayal. Thank you so much. And we don't have a full name.
No, we don't.
We just have M. Maybe it's M from 007.
It might be.
Alright, Bond. In order to take on this next mission, you're going to need a PlayStation 1 copy of Suikoden 2. If you review it, you will find out that there is friendship and betrayal on an epic scale. And Q will outfit you with another copy of Suikoden 2 that dispenses bombs. Thank you. This is a very hard game to get a hold of, and apparently it's also very, very good. I know that I think the first Suikoden was re-released on whatever the equivalent of Sony's Virtual Console is, and I think the second Suikoden was as well. But the people that have played these games like really, really love them. And just recently, like within the last few months, we were sent a copy of Suikoden 1. So it's really cool that Suikoden 2 is like right on its heels to kind of complete that collection. I think there was other Suikoden games, but I don't think they're on PlayStation 1. I think they continue on PS2.
I think so.
But I'm not entirely sure. Someone will have to let me know. Either way, thank you so much for sending this in.
Our next package is from Phil in Grand Junction, Colorado.
Okay. What does Phil send our
There's
way.
a letter.
Get a letter here. Dear Stephen and Mal, let me start by saying thank you, sincerely. I appreciate all you guys do, and I'm honored to be a subscriber and a Patreon supporter. I started watching the Skyrim Let's Play when you were at about 250 episodes deep. Since then, I've watched and played along with the Skyrim LP 3 times all the way through. The adventures of Argyle, Faendal, and Lil Breckfleck are the reason I became a subscriber. The other content, namely Assassin's Creed, is why I became a producer. I love watching your channels and want to help y'all keep the channel alive. This leads me to the enclosed item, a copy of Resident Evil 7. Oh, Lord have mercy. I have watched your Amnesia LPs, your PT Demo Friday, and even your Resident Evil 7 demo playthrough. Even without those, I have seen the jumpiness Steven gets from a creeper falling on his head. All that being said, I would love to see a full LP of Resident Evil 7, possibly with face cam. Now, I know you guys pride yourselves on doing the content you want, and I respect that. So if you choose not to do a Let's Play of this game, I completely understand. In that case, I would say enjoy the game, and please let me know what you think. This letter so far has been geared more towards Steven, leaving Mallory mainly on the sidelines. To that, I say, Mal, you are the reason I am able to get my girlfriend into playing video games. Thank you. There's a big learning curve, but through seeing you play alongside Steven, she's excited about playing alongside me. In closing, I have a question for each of you. Steven, what is your favorite game that you have played all the way through that you have not yet done a Let's Play of? Oh, man. You know what? Actually, without having thinking about this like too much, I'm going to blurt out Super Mario RPG. Because that's something that we've talked about a good bit, and Super Mario RPG was a big game of my childhood. Earthbound, definitely. Donkey Kong Country, definitely.
But you've Let's Played both those.
But I've Let's Played both of those, and I also, as a kid, sunk a huge amount of time into Super Mario RPG, and I love that game. It's one of those games similar to Ocarina of Time that has been Let's Played a lot on YouTube, but I could see us at some point in the future probably doing similar, like, switch-off Let's Play of Super Mario RPG, because it's a fantastic game and I love it, and it could come to Steven Plays at some point in the future. Mal, why have you not done an Assassin's Creed painting? And is there a reason you haven't?
I haven't because I've only played
the first one.
No, I played.
No, you played 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You never
played 2.
Yeah, you never played Brotherhood.
No.
But you did play 1 and 2.
I don't know. I feel like if I did it, it would feel more like a
a period piece type thing?
And plus, there's a lot of detail in cities.
I mean, we have, a lot of times Mal and I will brainstorm ideas together, and Assassin's Creed has been brought up.
Yes.
It's just one of those things that when we brainstorm, we'll come up with like all sorts of different games. Some games I feel like they have one thing to offer in terms of a painting. Like you think of a game and you think of a particular iconic scene, and that's like that, we got to paint that, right? Well, you got to paint it. You got to paint it. But then there's other games where it's like, it's a treasure trove of ideas. And Super Mario RPG is one of those games. I was talking to Mal about the fact that she's painted a scene from RPG, but she'll return to that game because there's so much material to work from. The worlds are so different, and there's so many things that you think of when you think of that game. So that's kind of the reason. Is like we have all these other ideas, that we come up with. So I don't think an Assassin's Creed painting is out of the question. I think that it's probably a question of when, not if. Like, I think that it will probably happen at some point. And it may just end up being mostly a period piece with like a slight nod to the series. Yeah. But I think that would still be good. Mm-hmm. This is the kind of thing that people buys the painting, they hang it up in their house, that it's one of those things like... It's a
painting of historic Venice.
Yeah, like you see a thing, but then like the Assassin's seal is on there, the logo. So, I don't know, you could do something like that. Anyway, thank you both for your time and all the work you do in putting out content. I look forward to seeing what comes out next. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? Sincerely, Philly. P.S. However you choose to play through Resident Evil 7, watch out for Granny. God, this is a terrifying statement. First off, thank you so much for the letter. Thank you for sending the game. And thank you for being a Patreon supporter. We really do appreciate that. As far as Resident Evil 7, I've heard so many good things about this game. I'm
kind of scared to hold it. Like, you hold it, I'll feel better.
Really? That frightened. It's genuinely horrifying from what I've heard. It's interesting because a lot of games in the horror genre in recent years have went the route of leaving you defenseless, like you don't have any way to defend yourself, like Amnesia. And this game feels like that, but you have weapons. It's just one of those things that, like, it's cramped, it's enclosed, it's very claustrophobic. And I have seen a little gameplay footage of it, aside from the demo that we played, and it looks really fantastic. So I'm not saying that we're going to jump into this, but I'm not saying that it's out of the question either. We actually, and this is completely unrelated to this game really, other than name, I think at some point we're actually going to do Resident Evil 6, which is a bit of a black sheep of the series. But so was 5, and I thought 5 was really good. So we're probably going to do 5, and then we did 5, and we may actually do 6. And then if we end up going into 7, it's going to be such a 180, because 6 is similar to 5, where it's like super action-y, shoot 'em up, and then this is like you're going to be scared out of your mind. I think it's good. I will say I would never play this game with VR though.
No.
Oh my lord, I can't imagine being trapped in that world. Like, that would, I mean, I feel like I handle horror pretty good, and even I would not go down that road. That's not for me. Anyway, Philly, once again, thank you.
Our next package is from Nick in Bear, Delaware.
Bear,
Delaware.
an actual bear.
Steven's gifts, please read last. Mal's gifts, please read first.
You're first. My hands are tied in this situation.
Dear Stephen and Mal, I split this letter into 2, so one of you can read it while the other opens their gifts.
Okay.
So do you want to read it while I open mine? Because mine were over here.
Sure, I will read yours for you while you open your gifts.
Okay.
To start, I sent each of you a figure and a manga series, each specific to a 90s Toei anime that aired on Toonami. First, for Mal, which you get it open a little bit further, a Sailor Venus figure and the Sailor V manga. I remember seeing you say Venus was your favorite character from Sailor Moon, so I thought I'd send Venus-related stuff. Hopefully you don't have a manga already. If I can ask, why is Venus your favorite?
Because when I started watching it with my sister when we were young, we would, like, pretend to be, like, Sailor Moon. And she got to be Sailor Moon, and I wanted to be... I couldn't be Sailor Moon.
Wait. Your younger sister told you that she was going to be Sailor Moon?
Yeah, because she had found the show first, so she called it.
There's a weird hierarchy of sibling stuff I just don't understand as an only child.
So, I picked Sailor Venus second.
So in most circumstances, the older sibling gets to choose.
Yeah.
But if the younger sibling finds out about a piece of media before the older sibling, they get first dibs on acting out scenes from the show.
Or, like, it was her favorite. Like, she's like, well, it's my favorite. You can't have her as your favorite.
Okay. You couldn't both possibly be Sailor Moon. That was impossible.
No.
Okay. Anyway, as a segue to Steven's gifts, the codename Sailor V manga made Venus my second favorite Sailor Moon character, right behind Rinny / Chibi.
That would be Sailor Moon's daughter in the future.
And you know what? I actually know that. Like, I know about that because there was at least one point where I either asked or unprovoked, I was told, all about Sailor Moon. Like, one time you just kind of started explaining... Because
major story arcs.
Because there was one point while on Netflix you watched...
It was Hulu.
Or Hulu, you watched, like, everything.
Yeah, I got to watch most of it, and then it was starting to get to the stars, and I was like, I've seen this.
There's a lot of episodes.
Oh,
and I think it was during that where I probably was like, so what is up with this show? And then I made you watch all of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, so...
Yeah.
You really had a lot of anime. All right, so that was this letter.
Okay.
So do you want to read that one for me while I look through this box?
Yes, and you have a cat.
I have a cat on my lap who is dead asleep. And Kepler doesn't even know that he's in this world.
And then you'll have to reach in here and get that.
Okay.
I'll use that as a segue because for Steven, I sent a Trunks figure. Seriously, Mal, you watched both series now. Rini and Trunks are super similar, right? Yeah. Like, they come back to the past to, like, tell people things and train.
I can't get it old.
Since I couldn't find a Trunks-related manga, I decided to send...
There we go.
What is this? Jocko, the Galactic Patrolman.
I've seen that before. I didn't know.
It was made by Akira Toriyama as well. It has many similarities to Dragon Ball, and Jocko was even put into DBZ Resurrection F. As a final connection to Dragon Ball, the collected volume of Jocko contains a short story called Dragon Ball Minus. Long story short, it's Toriyama's attempt at Bardock, the father of Goku. Also, sorry about Dragon Ball Minus. Nobody likes Dragon Ball Minus. As for a question, why is Trunks your favorite DBZ character?
Yeah, I was wondering if I had ever said that Trunks was my favorite DBZ character. I don't know. I do feel like he's probably my favorite character. Aside from, like, Vegeta, but not because Vegeta's actually my favorite. I just really like to hear all of his ridiculous lines throughout the series. As far as my favorite character, probably is Trunks. When I was younger watching the show, I think I just found Trunks the coolest. Like, Trunks...
I mean, he comes in at one point and really just kicks some butt.
I think that really... That's what it was. And, like, throughout the show, Dragon Ball Z gets really ridiculous. Anyone that's seen the show knows that. Dragon Ball was more realistic. And then as Dragon Ball Z progresses, it gets crazier and crazier. And where Trunks comes in is, I feel like, right before things in the show kind of start going real out there. Like with the androids and Cell, and like that stuff starts to get out there. But the first 3 seasons of Dragon Ball Z are all about, you know, there's this threat. We
went to Namek.
Well, yeah, but I mean, originally the Saiyans come and it's like, oh, we barely beat these guys. Mm-hmm. There's an entire fleet that's going to come screw everything up. We got to go deal with that. So the whole first 3 seasons are about that. They're going to deal with that problem, and they build it up to be this huge thing, the huge battle between Goku and Frieza. And as you finish that up and come back, as I think season 4 begins, Frieza shows back up, and then Trunks is there. And like that, to me, when I was younger, was like such a big deal because it had been such a difficult thing for Goku. And Trunks comes from the future and is like, you know, I trained with your son. Like, you guys get so much stronger, you won't even believe it. And Trunks like kills Frieza, like, you know, like that. Does that count as a spoiler? Probably, but the show's really old, and probably spoiled for you anyway. So yeah, I just always thought it was really cool. And then I played Budokai, and I had Budokai for PS2, and Trunks was my favorite character to use. He had you put in this crazy button combination, and he did burning attack, and he does like all of these crazy hand motions. It plays a cutscene where he's floating in the air doing all this stuff, and then finally like does a thing and just kills them. Sorry, it's nostalgia. Yeah. Nostalgia is very strong. Anyway.
Hopefully you two enjoyed the gifts from your friendly 90s anime fan, Nick.
Nick, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very nice. And it's always interesting looking at Akira Toriyama's work because
like I saw the back of it when
and
we
you
pulled
can
it
tell.
out. Yeah.
You can tell, yeah.
And for a second I thought, wow, Roshi's changed.
It says at the back of this, it says includes a special chapter revealing the secret of Goku's origins. So, yeah, I've seen this character, but I didn't exactly know what it was from. So I appreciate that. Nick, thank you.
Our next package is from Zach in Woodstock, Illinois.
Okay.
We had Wound Socket, and now we have Woodstock.
Wound Socket sounds like a Pokemon. And Woodstock sounds like a Pokemon. Oh, you know what? It reminds me. It's the little bird whose name is actually Woodstock.
Yeah.
From Peanuts.
Peanuts.
I was thinking, Woodstock sounds like it should be like a small bird Pokemon. And I was like, why do I feel like that? And it's like, it's because it's a Peanuts character. Anyway, Zach's letter says, Dear Stephen and Mal, hello again. If you couldn't tell already, this is Zach, the same one who gave you that overly sized Pokemon painting last December. Well, I decided to just go ahead and prepare another package for my favorite YouTubers. First off, I've included some games again. I couldn't give another Suikoden. Zach's the person that gave us Suikoden, which is funny because we got Suikoden 2 in the mail, and then we're hearing from the person who gave us Suikoden. Anyway, but I still found some things you didn't have and might possibly would want. First off is Lego Marvel Superheroes for the Xbox 360. So now I'll have to kind of dig through. You know what this reminds me of? That's the fake snow they put around like the miniatures. That's what it reminds me of. Anyway, where was I? First off is Lego Marvel Superheroes for the Xbox 360. I've had this sitting in my living room for a while and haven't really touched it at all, and last time I checked, you didn't have it. The next one is hands down the best game ever made. Yes, none other than Kinect Disneyland Adventures. Kinect Disneyland Adventures. I'm sure you'll find some use out of this. Anyways, the other things I've included are some more artwork. I've included a number of things, including a couple small drawings, one painting, and one extra large surprise.
Okay.
So I'll let Mal kind of show that off while I
drawing.
continue to read. Well, it's nice. It's Chic, who may or may not be on their way to the proctologist, per our Let's Play.
Yeah.
Anyway, I made a sad excuse for a video of me painting the painting I've included, and it'd be cool if you guys checked it out and gave me some tips, because I have no clue what I'm doing whatsoever. As for the extra large surprise, Stephen, I recall you saying something about paintings being more fun with scale. This isn't a painting, but it was a lot of fun. I actually made this back in 8th grade, or at the end of 2015, but I haven't had much use for it. It was just another thing sitting in a corner all rolled up and collecting dust. I'm also not too keen on hanging up my artwork, especially not something of that size, but I still thought you guys might enjoy it.
I can't open it anymore.
Oh my lord. This thing is huge. Is it Cloud?
It's Cloud.
I think it's Cloud Stripe. Oh, Kepler looks like the world's ending. He's like, what's going on? Here, grab the back. Yeah, like that, and then pull this part down, and then
I don't know what you're telling me.
yeah, do this. We can almost get Cloud's head into. Yeah. I guess it's a little hard to see, but that's Cloud Stripe. All right, I'm just gonna kind of move that over there. That thing is huge.
Fold.
There you go. You got it.
Fold.
I'm gonna go back to the
Fold.
the leather now. Anyway. Well, enough about that. There are a couple things that I would like to add, if I may. First off, I want to recommend an anime. I know you guys are pretty filled with shows at the moment, but this may be another one to add to the list. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, or maybe you've watched it already, but the anime is Inuyasha. Decently sized anime, and personally one of, if not my favorite anime. Original series has 167 episodes, and the final act, which is kind of the next series, has about 26. Also 4 movies, but I wouldn't recommend those as much, but I digress. Point is, it's cool and you should watch it. The only other thing I would like to say is a tremendous thank you to you both for providing so much entertainment, advice, and overall just everything. You guys are amazing, so keep up the good work. I'll spare you from any more of this farce, so that'll be it for this leather/package. Thanks for being great, and let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? From Zach. P.S. You should totally make the "Let's meet back tomorrow" phrase into a t-shirt. Maybe then Emil will learn how to say it right. Zach, maybe I should do that. Thank you so much for sending the artwork. This particular is like really, really cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's awesome.
Very
also,
nice.
Always nice to see anyone who loves Mother 3, especially enough to paint it. And I can easily say that that is the biggest piece of artwork we've ever gotten. I don't know how big that is, but it's really, really, really big. Anyway, Zach, thanks for the package.
Next up, we have 2 packages from Matthew in Kitchener, Ontario.
And the first pack, they're both large. They're both big packages. The first package is like, it's a bubble envelope. It's a bubble envelope, but it's big. It's really, really, really big. So we're gonna see what Matthew has in store in here.
And there's a lot of papers.
And let's see.
Here, I'll let you hold that up.
Sure. It says, if you smoke tar, don't drive car. Stop smoking.
These look like... Oh.
What is it?
They were for a poster contest.
Oh.
For substance abuse.
Oh, interesting. I like the little car running into the taxi. If you smoke crack, you might not come back in the future. If you smoke tobacco, don't go wacko. It's better to read than to smoke weed. If you drink wine, don't walk on the line. I'm not joking. Stop smoking. Okay, there's literally like
Sorry, read this one and then.
Don't drink whiskey because you're taking a big risky. These are really great, but
there's a lot of them.
I'm also confused about the context. There's no context yet.
Yeah,
and
I'm not seeing any letter, but that might be in the other package.
I'm guessing that's in the other package. So we're gonna open Matthew's other package, which is huge.
Yeah.
Big box, and that might provide some context for why people are taking risky whiskeys. To Stephen and Mallory, after hearing in one of your recent VlogMail videos that the two of you are planning on doing a weekly movie night, I decided to help the two of you out. I have a little movie collection, but I really don't watch movies anymore. So to help support your weekly movie night, I'm donating my movie collection to the two of you. Also to help you out, I'm giving you guys some movie snacks, some Canadian exclusives, including some local sweets which feature a limited edition. Enjoy them as you enjoy your weekly movie nights with Dan and Lindsay. Respectfully yours, Matthew, aka Novara Autism. Well, Matthew, first off, thank you. There's no context for why we have the posters. Maybe there's a letter in there somewhere we'll have to dig through. In the meantime, let's start pulling out some of this stuff and see what Matthew included in this box. Oh, wow. There are a lot of movies on here. We got John Q, 500 Days of Summer, which we have seen before. I don't really remember it all that well, but I remember thinking that it was good. The Ten Commandments, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, The Pursuit of Happiness, Fever Pitch, Watchmen Director's Cut, Extremely Loud and Extremely Close.
And Incredibly Close.
And Incredibly Close. Extremely Loud, Extremely Close.
Saffron Foyer, the same one who did Everything is Illuminated.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember this being something that you wanted to see. Mm-hmm. The Running Man, Schwarzenegger, Truman Show, which was a great show that the vlog is based off of. The Invention of Lying, James Cameron Avatar. Catch Me If You Can.
I really enjoy that movie.
Batman Begins.
Catch Me If You Can is one of my favorites.
Miracle. The Departed.
Have you seen this one?
I've not seen The Breakfast Club.
You have not seen Breakfast Club? Oh my god.
Haven't seen. I've heard. I mean, everyone knows what this movie is.
Yeah.
But I've never actually seen it. Harrison Ford is The Fugitive. V for Vendetta. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Disney's A Christmas Carol. The Polar Express. Forrest Gump, classic. Lost in Translation, which is funny because we actually just got through watching this for movie night. Invictus, that was the movie part of the box.
Yeah.
We've got All Dressed Crispers, Dill Pickle Crispers, Ranch Crispers, Barbecue Crispers,
Cookie Chips,
Cookie Chips Chocolate Chip, Sea Salted Caramel Cookie Chips, Maple Cream Cookie, Ultimate Maple Cream Cookie, Coconut Cream Cookies.
Wait, try reading the French.
Gâteau d'anniversaire. It's special.
Gâteau
I don't know.
d'anniversaire.
Birthday cake. I could have told you it was birthday cake based on the fact that there's literally a piece of birthday cake. I don't have to read the French. Cinnamon Danish.
It's like a cinnamon roll.
What? Canada's got all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a pile of movies and snacks next to me. Matthew, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't know about what these are for, but I'm going to look through the pile quick. So we went through the entire stack, and we couldn't find any information. And then Mal was like, let me look in the envelope again, and found the letter. It was stuck to the inside of the envelope, and she was like, oh. So here's the letter that explains don't drink whiskey because you're taking a big risky, which I love. To Mallory, I'm certain that you must be wondering why you are receiving something like this. This is something that I've been holding back since last year. Back in July, when I gave you and Steven a gift in commemoration of your 5th wedding anniversary, I'd explained that there was a gift that I could not give you due to circumstances beyond my control. That circumstance was you quitting your job as a school teacher. When I first heard about it on Patreon, the first thought that came to my mind was, there's no way I could possibly give this gift to you because it would be inappropriate and disrespectful. So you may be wondering why give this to you now, if ever. Allow me to explain. I've been involved with volunteering for years, and one of the organizations I've been involved with asked me to organize various youth-oriented events. The first of these, which I organized in 2003, was an art contest where children were asked to create anti-drug posters. I've organized this event every year since, and I go to the local schools to promote the contest. The most important thing that I tell the kids is that this event is a great way for you to be strong, positive role models for your peers. This is a mantra that I use every year when promoting this contest, and those who participate prove themselves as such. Now, having organized this contest for so long, we eventually got to a point where when the contest was finished, we sent the winning entries to where the next level of the contest was taking place, while the entries that didn't win were trashed. But in recent years, I've had a pang of conscience and decided that I would collect the latter posters. Although these are not winning entries, the children deserve to be recognized for making the commitment to be strong, positive role models for their peers. But I never knew what I was going to do with them. I don't know anyone personally who would accept them, and they are, a lack for a better term, taking up space in my apartment. But when I took the journey and came to realize how much you appreciate art, a fact that has been validated with the creation of Mal Makes, it made logical sense to give these posters to you. So I know the circumstances may not be the best, and I apologize if you're not comfortable with receiving these, but I know that there is no one else who I would give this artwork to. You have come a long way since last year, and it is my hope that if you ever need proof that there are good kids out there in the world, that these posters will help to show you that. Don't ever give up on your dreams. We all care for you. Respectfully yours, Matthew. That provides some back. Like, I was getting worried. I was like, wait, is there really no leather? It's just these posters? Okay, so that makes a lot more sense. And the posters are cool. Like, the artwork, yes, but then also the fun rhymey messages.
Yeah, that's fun.
I actually really enjoy.
Looking for the letter, and there's some really good ones.
There's some really, really funny stuff in there. So good on you, Matthew, for organizing this, and then just in general for volunteering, because that's a very positive thing. And thank you for sending these our way, if only so we could read Don't Drink Whiskey Because You're Taking a Big Risky. Like, I love that. And there's so many of the illustrations that are like two cars colliding, and I really, really enjoy that. So thank you, not only for this, but also for the treasure trove of snacks and DVDs that will certainly make movie night more enjoyable.
Our final package is from Calvin and Bick in San Francisco.
And the box says Fragile.
Yes.
Fragile. And there is a little note, and it says, Dear Stephen and Mal, happy belated birthdays. Hopefully you guys had wonderful birthdays, since I'm guessing this box will be opened late. Since this is considered a birthday gift, birthday box for the two of you, Vic and I have a few gifts in here for you. Mal, you have a set of salt and pepper shakers and a Doctor Who game. Stephen, I'll let you figure out which one is yours. We hope you enjoy your snacks. My boxes are never complete without stick-based products and other yummy delights. Enjoy the non-edible items. Let's meet back in the next package, shall we? Birthday's best, Calvin and Bick. Stick-based product dealer and package Tetris master. Happy birthday. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And this is coming at a pretty good time, honestly. Like, I don't know what day this is getting released in the future, but this is being filmed just shortly after Mal's birthday.
Yeah.
So it's
a week on the dot.
Yeah. So we're dating the content, which you're never supposed to do, but yeah, it's relatively on time.
Oh my gosh, look at this scarf. And we're gonna start with this because it's pushing.
Oh, look at that thing.
It has a little deerskin cap.
It looks like like a little like Sherlock.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Oh.
Because he has the deerstalker.
Well, I got the joke then. Little Sherlock Pusheen.
Next, we have a book called Cat Named Haiku, Totally Possum Edition.
Haiku?
So,
as soon as I see the word haiku, the music from Haircut Haiku just starts playing in my head.
So it's little haiku stories about a cat named Haiku.
I mean, you have to show...
Hide under the bed, stay still so I can be found. Look, a dust bunny.
If you don't show them, they won't know.
I was looking for a good one because I was just going through.
Oh, they're all haikus. Yeah. Yikes, time to retreat. Dust bunny behind the wheel. Who taught him to drive? That was very cute. And also, this cat stood up.
Hi.
Turned around.
You want a haiku written about you?
Sat back down. I could write a haiku about Kepi.
Yeah.
Kepler, the cat, who, upon standing up and turning, sat back down fast. I'll be here all week. Bookshelf, here I come. Haiku jumps for higher ground. Kaboom, a car crash. That's so cute. And also a really interesting concept for a book to like be written in haiku.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a haiku book. It's a book
written
that tells a story, and the story is haikus. Interesting. I've never Sorry, I can put that over here. I'm naturally trying to hand stuff to you because I'm covered with chips and DVDs.
I have a box on my lap. Hi Chews.
Hi Chews. Love Hi Chews.
Pretz.
Mal's actually been keeping a thing of Hi Chews, I noticed, on her cart with her paint because she's been snacking on them when she paints.
Baked snack sticks.
Original Pretz. For when you want your sticks to be sticks. Pretz.
Melty Kiss.
What?
Yes, Melty Kiss.
Do you know what that is?
When we went to Japan, the snacks I brought to my students, one of them was Melty Kiss.
Oh.
And they really liked the way they were using English.
They liked the phrase melty kiss?
How to be a cat.
Ooh. Kepler, I think you need to read this.
How to be a cat not the Kepler.
I think you need some pointers. When your human puts new sheets on the bed, add your own paw print design, preferably muddy.
Maybe Kep doesn't need that one.
He probably doesn't need that particular one. Follow your human around the house by walking 2 steps in front of them.
He already does that.
Ignore the obvious scratching post. Claw expensive furniture instead.
No, don't do that. You're good scratching post, Keppy.
Refuse to be picked up when your human tries to show guests how loving and cuddly you are. Kepler has never enjoyed being held. Sagan does. Sagan enjoys it, but Kepler, you pick him up and he's like, no. Wait for clothes to be perfectly ironed, then it's very important to lie on them. Live life like a cat. If you want to be a cat, this is a really good how-to. Okay, what other
There's a cell phone charm that is so darling.
It's a little lucky cat. It's a little tiny lucky cat. With a little bell. It's a small bell, so it makes a small sound. But Kepler heard it, turned around.
Shinsu apple Kit Kats?
So they're apple flavored?
I want to try them.
Right this second.
I really like apple things.
Okay, well, then that should be up your alley since you love Kit Kats. Oh my god, they smell like apples.
Chocolate apple.
I opened it up and it smells like you just picked up a red apple from the grocery store. That's remarkable. No, Sagan, you cannot eat this. That's so crazy. Huh. It tastes like an apple. What? That is a weird combination. Because, like, there's certain fruits that are known for being paired with chocolate. And, like, I guess that'd be kind of similar to, like, a chocolate-covered apple. But
they don't do that.
But they do caramel.
It's caramel, and they also do candied apples.
That's why it's weird. Like, you put chocolate with, like, strawberry. So, like, a strawberry Kit Kat would be, like, somewhat familiar.
Chocolate-covered apples? No, it's caramel.
Yeah, but sometimes they'll do caramel and then they'll do chocolate over it, but I've never had one. I presume it tastes something similar to this, but this is, like, it's not bad, but it's real weird. Like, you eat it and everything about it is like, I'm an apple.
Like,
and you're
even the crunch, you're like...
But while you're eating it, you're like, well, you're not an apple. What the heck? And then, like, near the end, you start to get the chocolate, and you're like, what's going on in my mouth? That was totally bizarre. I mean, not bad, though. Like, there's some Japanese treats that are just weird in, like, not a good way. That's weird in a strange way. It's not good or bad.
Gummy Chocos.
Oh, yeah, these things. Gummy Choco, fruits mixed strawberry and muscat and orange. That legendary
Pizza Pretz. Stick up for
slogan.
excitement.
That's what their slogan is. Stick up for excitement. Also, the pizza ones are good.
The chocolate banana ones, which are good.
Mal loves those. Chocolate banana Pocky.
Oh my god, look at the salt and pepper shaker sets.
Oh, that's cute.
That is so cute.
They're like nerdy cats. That is so funny. That is really, really funny. I love it. They got a little bow tie. It's like Alton Brown.
There's kitten band-aids. Oh my god.
Kitten bandages. So when you get When you get hurt, you can put a little kitten on your wound. It's like having a cat lick your wound, except it'll actually help you.
Doctor Who card game.
Oh, cool.
Which I didn't know exist.
Defend the universe with the Doctor and his companions. Exterminate your opponents with Daleks, Cybermen, and other enemies. Control locations through time and space to win. Use jammy dodgers, sonic screwdrivers, and other clever plans to save the day. Huh, so it's like a game made specifically for this. It's not like a different game skinned with Doctor Who. It seems like it's its own game, which is pretty cool. Neat.
What do you suppose this flavor is, Steven?
Is that cheese?
It is premium koi cheese chocolate candy piece.
Oh yeah, a premium koi cheese chocolate candy piece. I remember that.
You want to try them? I do.
Oh my god, it smells exactly like Cheetos, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Don't you think it smells? It smells like if you just imagine you open a bag of cheesy poofs, actually better than Cheetos.
Cheesy popcorn.
Or that, and you just, that's what that smelled like. God, it smells like that. What am I eating? I have no idea how to describe that.
Like a slice of cheese, but it tasted exactly like cheese popcorn.
That tasted exactly 100% like white cheddar popcorn.
Yeah.
That was weird. This is like you're eating white cheddar popcorn, but it got melted into like a stick. That was really bizarre. It smelled like white cheddar popcorn. That's what I was saying. I said Cheetos. What I meant was white cheddar popcorn. It smells like it and it tastes just like it, which is weird.
Rice
cracker with seaweed? Huh. Interesting. So little crackers with seaweed around them. Might be a good way to get people started eating some seaweed, nori.
And I think this is the thing that was yours.
Okay.
Oh, and there's Haichu sour. Oh, it's just the grapefruit ones. Good, those ones are my favorite.
Mal loves grapefruit anything.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what this is.
Oh, cool. It's like for snacks.
That's so cool. I love that. My first thought was it's a cereal. Sagan just walked by.
Tried to walk over the cord.
He tried to walk over the cable for the mic and could not figure it out. Like he was like, what? And he had his foot stuck on it and the mic started to tip. Did you do it, buddy? Now he's embarrassed. He's walking away. My first thought when I saw this was I was like, man, I can eat 3 bowls of cereal at once? Perfect. I can have 3 different types of cereals.
Yes.
And just...
Go ahead.
But that's probably not the intended purpose. It's like a snack bowl.
Yeah, like dip and chips.
That is so cool. That is so cool. And it's very, obviously, very up our alley.
Yeah.
For how we live, for our lifestyle. That is so cool. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. I've never seen anything like that before either. So that's really neat. In fact, some of these various snacks that are piled over on my side could go in there. Mm-hmm. Very cool. Calvin and Bick, thank you. That was awesome. Not only for the stick-based products, but for all of the other little birthday gifts. We sincerely appreciate that. And for everyone who sent stuff in. This was a great mail month. There was a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by a lot of various things. Like we had all sorts of snacks, a ton of DVDs. We've got all these cute little things like this. We've got
some games, manga,
video games. We have a ton of posters that make me want to avoid whiskey like the plague. And we also received like one of the biggest pieces of artwork we've ever received. It's a very interesting, cool mail month. That is it. That is everything that was sent to us in the month of March. If you're watching right now and you'd like to learn all about mail, where you can send stuff, what you can send, etc., go into the description box and there will be a link about where you can send it and what and how and things of that nature. And then we will see you guys back here at the middle of May in the vlogs for the April mail video. Man, I think I'm gonna get started on the pizza pretz.
I was looking at those cinnamon cookie dishes.
Going straight for the sweets. That's typical Mallory.